Well, hello, old dears. How's it going? How's it going, Rusty Robinson? Detroyer. I'm not going to scream, that's not fair. It hurts to do it. Well, thank you very much, Ricky. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it'll be available for everyone after midnight. So, yeah, I was thinking about just talking about his latest video. There's a lot for me to. I got some things I can work with this video. The his gummies and him riding his bike along the Gulf. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm gonna be writing that script tomorrow. Because I will never, ever, 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 ever miss your video. And then it was like he was eating by himself, and then it spoiled his perfect day without Blossom when she showed up. Don't forget the barbecue sauce. Of course, he wouldn't eat anything else. He wouldn't use any other kind of condiment eating alligator. I've never had alligator before. Alligator kind of tastes like chicken. So, I'm going to enjoy it. The bags were taller than he was on the bike. They are so fake together. Yeah, I but I guess it's a thing. It lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. At least until he explodes on her one day. That's coming. It's just a matter of time. But now he's stuck here in Mississippi. Uh, and I don't know. He's gonna work on that bus. What is weird is that Wayne wasn't even finished with the bus. I mean, they didn't really do any kind of finish work on it. I guess they still had to like do the plumbing, and they had to get those air conditioners working. I guess he ran out of money or something, or maybe they got into an argument. Did you say her son? And did you in the video? I didn't know she had kids. Oh yeah, she has grown sons. They live in California, and yeah, I wonder what they think about her OnlyFans. So will Eric overstay his welcome and be forced to leave his friend's home? Man, he was like hooking up all of his RVs to the electricity. I would have made him laugh. But I mean, there's some. I mean, they made a bedroom for him, and they set up a bathroom for him and decorated it. You don't think they're swingers, do you? I mean, who's the lucky one in that one? Now she has a house in California to go to. She doesn't have to put up with as much. She can always, I guess, can always be her plan B to go back to California because her mom, I guess that's was her mom's house, so she can go back. Are you in Carolyn's RV life? No, I don't watch that. I'm friends with the other caravan Carolyn, but not with that other lady. No, nobody wins in that situation. Just found another sucker to work on the bus for him. I don't know. Don't know if that bus is still how good that engine is. Driving it like 1,000 miles to Mississippi, running hot for that long. I mean, couldn't be good for it. Can you say in the puppet Eric voice? 'Cause I didn't know if Blind Views is done with his live stream. I didn't want to step on his toes, but I assumed that he'd be done by 8 p.m. 'Cause his videos are getting worse. He has taken on too many sponsor products. Well, in a future video, I'm going to cover all of his ways, all the methods that he makes money, and it's almost certain that he's actually telling the truth when he says he makes 90K a year. So those sponsorships are really important for him, and so that's why he's never going to give those up. And even though he only does maybe ones or two or three a month, that's good money, and it's more than you would think they would. The connection internet, the connecting internet, it's probably because it's a per video. He's probably getting at least, I would say, between $200 and $500 per video, just mentioning connection internet, and that's a long. That is it really adds up. It might be even more than what he makes per video in ad revenue. Heck, I would do sponsors. I'm not a look. I mean, if I could make an extra $100 with a sponsorship, I'd do it too. Heck, I would even sling connect internet. I don't give a shit. As many times as I've made a connection parody, I know I could make a connecting sponsor ad, no problem. She wants to play mama to him, and he needs a mommy. I don't know if he's got mama issues, but it was Mother's Day, and he didn't go to visit his mom, and the way they travel, it wouldn't be a problem to go visit his mom in Texas. It's only I forget, like 6 hours, maybe 6 7 hours to get from Mississippi to wherever they're staying in Texas. Photoshop sponsorship. Yeah, that's gonna happen. No, they just take my money. Yeah, I'm gonna have Eric on a live stream one day. It is a lot of work. I mean, for one thing, I had to wear a damn green suit outfit and green backdrop and had the camera pointed towards me. And Eric is his doll is his little puppet. He's is getting a little worn out. It's hard to get his mouth to keep moving, but it's gonna happen. I think there's some opportunities there. You're not really a granny. No, no, not I'm not really a granny. Not too many people know that Agnes is really an homage to my mother. Yeah, she's no longer with us, but I always wanted to incorporate my family in every all my endeavors. It's just a way to remember her. And one of these days, I want to make a video series on another channel that for my dad. He's also no longer with us, and he I think the little stupid things he used to do when I was a kid. I think I could make videos based on that. Sponsor ads pay surprisingly. Product reviews are just basically the product with small percent of code used unless established. Also, if you can mention products with a link to an Amazon, then you also get like a cut of it, which is not it wasn't isn't bad, but little Eric can't. I can't do that. Eric probably can, but my channel, I mean, what would I do? What would I? It's really hard for this channel to make a little extra money. And even when he sells the bus, he won't get what he put into it. I know, like somebody was saying, and I guess it was on Reddit that it's not really about the bus. It's just about the views. He didn't care if he builds it or not. It's just an excuse to get people to see his videos. You have to be stickers. No, I'm not stickers. No, just because I can make videos and stuff doesn't mean I'm him. And plus, I think stickers is British, and I'm not British. Agnes is not stickers. No, no. Seems Eric has cut out the tongue of his number one fan. I don't get what that is. What that means. You should make trolling merch. I guess it could. I guess I could find a different company or whatever to make my stuff. I think the one that I chose was a little overpriced because nobody buys any of it. We need more of NF number one's fan. I want to make a lot of more videos, but I also have a full time job. And I mean, sometimes like the day that day when I get off, and sometimes I've worked a 12-hour day. I don't really have the energy, and then the next day I might be able to if I'm able to write a script while I'm taking breaks and stuff, then I can maybe piece of video together a little bit quicker on my downtime. That means that I'd have to dedicate lots of time just doing that, and I got a life outside of this. But it's sometimes you just want to just watch television or relax. Some days I have short days which are 10 hours, and then I have long days which are 14 hours. And after a 14-hour day, I'm worthless. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna eat, then I'm gonna go to bed. Can you say in Eric Puppet voice, "Screw you, YouTube. You obey me now. I don't care about animals. It's all about me." Okay.
Screw you, YouTube. You obey me now. I don't care about animals. It's all about me.
Dolomite you need to help the channel make videos. Connected internet shirts. Because connection internet might possibly be the best internet service on the planet. I mean, it has to be because I make the same damn slogan every video. Because he isn't smart enough to do an Amazon store. I know, like under his in the description, he's got like 800 things that he uses as cameras and his vehicles and stuff. Well, you have to also be able to be handy and make things with tools. Like this one guy, I forget who is it. Like his name's Odd Tinkering, and he's got like this little screwdriver. This comes little, it just pops out, and he has a link on Amazon, and then I want one of those. I don't know if I want the exact same one, but I wouldn't mind having that. Just a little screwdriver set. Sounds like he totally screwed up the mini split mystical because he heard putting it in. Anytime you work with something that has a charge to it, that has gas, if you mess it up, man, you it doesn't matter if it says it's for a novice to put in. If you don't know what you're doing, and it seems like it'd be one of those things where you got to do it right the first time. If you messed up, if you like screwed something and you lost pressure, well then you just, because now you have to charge the system, and charging the system might be a different process than the way you do a automotive AC system, because they're making pre-charged systems, which it's supposed to be, just you just mount them on mount the unit on a spot, and then you link the hoses onto a compressor, I suppose. I think that's what mini splits are. Like part of it's a blower, and then the other side is the compressor. But I'm pretty sure that only it says it's. I think it says specifically that only that even a moron can put their systems in. So Eric, he pretty much screwed. He fooled them. Also, when is there going to be a North Texas NF1 fan meetup? I mean, we could have one. I mean, what are we gonna do? I'm all in for a North Texas meetup. Well, we had the Scarborough Fair, and I did go, so it probably would have been the best time to have a visit. Maybe we would do it next year. Will you ever meet Eric or Kevin in person? Hmm, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if I ever do meet him, I mean, what am I going to say to him? I say, hey, I'm your number one fan. would you let would he let someone with more tattoos than teeth install the mini split? I don't think. Why would he let someone with more tattoos than teeth install the mini split? He should have hired an expert. I mean, he's got plenty of money to do it. Can you do a request, Eric Puppet voice? Could dress up like Tater and Diane. That was the thing about Scarborough Fair. I like it, and I'd been attending the Scarborough Fair since the early '90s when there was a high school. Our computer science teacher, she was a nerd, and I guess her idea was to have us all go to Scarborough Fair. They had like some kind of special day. That wasn't a weekend where kids from high school or schools could go, and they could experience the fair. And then I guess they had some people that would work an extra day, and that's what we did. And So every other year or so, I would go back, and then when I met my wife, we would go and we would do it. We would go maybe once every other year, and but now it's just an excuse for people to dress up. It's like Halloween too. It's like it's the year like 1640 or whatever, and you've got stormtroopers and elves and everything else. Only one mini split needed. The blue man didn't have any problem. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that the blue man probably followed the instructions. Eric Puppet voice cartoon. I got a but see, it's time. In character animator, I have a little Eric, a little cartoon version of him, and they have like mouths that's animated mouths, and the program pretty much will like lip sync lip sync to whatever you say, but it takes time. The one thing about Eric is he pretty much just does the same thing. And I know that he's with Blossom now, and but what he does never really breaks out of his cycle of what he does. He was going to go east no matter what. I know he stayed a little bit longer in Quartzsite, like almost like what? How many months did he say he was there? Like 7 months. But he was going to go east. It's no. He might be in Mississippi for a little bit, but he's not going to stay there. He's definitely going to go back to Disney World. Can you can you Eric Puppet voice screw you Kevin and Jennifer? You forgot that the game is me. You losers exist only because I will it. Hello Trixie and Macy and Puppet Eric voice please great show.
Screw you, Kevin and Jennifer. You forgot that the game is me. You losers exist only because I will it. Hello, Trixie and Macy and Puppet. Oh, hello, Trixie and Macy.
I figured out that you were in North Texas when all the Bud Light stuff went down. You should Puppet Eric holding a Bud Light. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't care. It is what it is. He's lucky to have Blossom. She seems okay. She's all right. I mean, as a person, I don't know. You gotta. She is not exactly. She's a lot like Eric. I mean, she doesn't care about animals like Eric. Um, she likes eating like Eric. She likes drinking like him. And yeah, she's got some armpit hair. I think she has a thicker armpit hair than Eric does. Oh yeah, you're gonna notice in the next video that I didn't do a deer camper van Kevin, but it's not like I'm not gonna make more of them. It's just if I got the time, I'll do it. He always talked about going east. He doesn't have one single vehicle that could actually make it to the East Coast. Yeah, the Bigfoot is it's I don't think there's too many things wrong with it, but it is an old vehicle. More pit hair than Eric. All that crap they have and in that tin is going to be moldy mildew mess. Yeah, it surprised me that they've put up a tent and use it as a storage site. You know, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't be like overstepping my bounds at a friend's, living space. It's nice that they're letting them stay at the house. They have their own room and bathroom. I think that's a little too nice. I don't know what's up with that, but I don't think I would just be doing all this other extra stuff. Like I can understand, you keep your batteries charged, but it just seems like a little too much. He said he paid $2,900 to fix the Harley. I was, yeah, I wouldn't pay that much on a motorcycle just to have it fixed, unless it had engine problems. I remember when Eric said he's never going to the South in hurricane season. I don't know if we're Mississippi's due for anything, but it is that time. Eventually, Billy and his wife are going to get tired of them and regret their decision, and Tater will throw them under the bus, just like every other friend he's thrown under the bus. I think that's part of his personality. Eventually, he's going to they're going to do something, or either he or they're going to do something that one is not going to like, and they're just not going to be friends anymore. He's going to lose his shit when the middle of June hits. And he's already complaining that it's too hot. The rats probably chewed the Harley wires. That's probably what happened. I'm sure he's paying rent to those people. $500 a month, I think. Yeah, I'm not. I really. I living in Texas. I never really cared, about like little humidity. Never bothered me. I know Texas is a little bit different than Mississippi, but I've also been to Mississippi and Florida, and it's really not that bad, not that big a deal. But then again, I'm not Eric. I'm not gonna complain about every little thing. Every part of the country's got problems. I think Eric's getting jealous about living free Mikey and Kemper Van Keven's relationship budding. I know someone said that now I don't know how true it is that Kemper Van Keven had a problem with Blossom, that he didn't approve of her OnlyFans. But that's just, a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. People come up with all sorts of stuff. That $2,900 to fix the stupid Harley could have bought a nice dependable Honda. Yeah, late to the stream but wanted to add. I think the main reason Eric had to or wanted to leave Arizona is I thought there was some sort of deadline for the camp he was staying in, like a fee or. Yeah, I mean, he did had to. He had there was like you could stay there for so many months, and the price was reasonable, but he had to. I mean, there is a deadline, but I mean, he is in a damn RV. He can go somewhere else. There's plenty of places he can go, and that's on him. He got rid of Taterland. He could have kept the stuff there. So something else, that it doesn't make any sense that he would get rid of Taterland so close to the deadline for getting out of Quartzsite because he could have just parked his stuff there. He didn't have to stay there. I'm in the Florida Panhandle, and it gets absolutely brutal here real soon. You already have to shower after working outside for just a short time. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah. And then I'm sure there will be a video from Bo Rivage within the next 3 to 4 weeks. Eric says not going back to Quartzsite yet. He's got to be paying for a storage locker there for all that crap they loaded in there. I'm sure he'll be back someday. He probably defaulted on the loan to the property and he got kicked out. I mean, that's probably a reason too. I mean, he's not going to tell us everything. He probably still owes Taterland, but has not sold it yet. Is there any chance that we can get Eric puppets that speak? No, I mean, I could make them, but I don't know if anyone will actually pay for them. Like, if you guys want like a custom Eric, you know, it's gonna cost you like $100 because it takes time to dress them and all that other kind of stuff. He was trying to avoid not paying the property tax on Taterland. They were coming due. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how much taxes are in Arizona. Taterland costed, I don't know how much it costed. The land, I think, was like $10,000. And I could be wrong. That ain't much. It's weird how he invested a lot of time and money on that shithole. Paid for a what's it called? The sewage. He got one of those tanks put in. He got fresh water tanks. Um he got two of those crappy ass storage buildings. Then paid for an array, a solar array. All that adds up. I would say he paid at least invested at least $50,000 to $75,000 in that on that land. And then just let it go. It don't make any sense. I think someone said that Blossom didn't like staying there. Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, if it were me, I would have gotten a house. Because a house, you already have rooms for storage. You can eat there. As you get to see in my next video, I mentioned this that owning a house, there's benefits to owning a house. And you got electricity run to it. You have a sewer system. You have water coming in. Now I know that Eric's got some kind of rule that he has to be off grid. There's some damn reason he has to be off grid. Look at Traveling Robert, Mr. Bobert himself. He all he does is he goes traveling. He goes to interesting places, and everybody loves it. You know, he's got sponsors. He's not afraid to shill for companies. But then when he's done, he goes home. He goes home to Miami, Florida, and he's got a nice house. He's got his own little studio there, and I bet you $1 that the traveling Robert could do the C.R. Boger jingle no problem. But little Eric, he's got a problem with living in a damn house since day one. It makes no sense. He made a gate that somebody could just walk around. I mean, what was the point of that? It was just to make a video. That's all it was. His blue shed with the Mickey doll collection. Those are going to be worth something one day when the Mickey market goes explodes. It is really odd, and I'm not making this up. They're actually Mickey tokens that you can buy. The crypto, and I didn't realize that. I was just making a joke, you know, when I came up with the little stuffed Mickeys having like an intrinsic value, but this actually is Mickey crypto. Well, I mean, a house would be good for him, and yes, he would fill it up with crap. There's another guy named Minty. You might have heard of him. He makes reviews of movies, and this guy he's not he's kind of like Eric only but successful. He gets good money for the videos he makes, and he can't get a woman because it's obvious he doesn't have a girlfriend, and his house is nothing but memorabilia, toys, and it looks like Eric's house, but it's a little bit better structured. And then another thing that I mentioned in the next video is that he all he does is look at crap properties. He never looks at anything that's quality, a quality house, and it's probably because he has bad credit or no credit. And then it might be a reason why Blossom's with him, that he can use her credit if she has any. He's been stuck in 1.2 million subs for a long time. He'll never get to his dream sub count of 1.2 million subs. He'll always stay in the 240 range. No, you mean the thumbnail? Yeah, I don't think Eric plays golf, but if he did, that's what he would look like. He buys subs using AI. It does that make any sense to spend money to make yourself look like you're bigger? You're not making any money though. He gets roughly 30 to 40,000 views per video. It's I mean it's okay money. It's more money than I'm making, but then again, on the other hand, I have like 1% of his subs, and sometimes I can generate almost 5,000 views per my videos, opposed to him with over 240,000 subs, and he gets only 40,000 views. Does that make sense to you? Can you imagine how much money this idiot would have if he saved the money he has spent on Harley shirts and magnets? No, it's a character fault. He can't do that. You got to remember way back in 2013 when he had nothing. All he had was the RV that he was living from day to day, and now he's just spending $1,100 here, $1,800 there. He's got $3,000 to buy back that tater tot, and so the money is just steady. It's steady income for him. He does not care. Now, I guess we can debate whether or not it's whether it's good that this guy it has that kind of power, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, he could. I mean, he could, in theory, he could be very wealthy if he invest in make the right investments. He could definitely, be be rich. But it's the character flaws. If his character flaws are true, if what we see on in the videos is real and it's not a facade, then he'll always be stuck in a rut. It's like I said, he's it's a cycle with him. He only goes to one place per like few like 3 months. Like one, he'll be like on the West Coast or around Arizona, and then when the year it's around like summertime, he'll go up in the Northeast, then back to California, back to Arizona, and then he'll stay there for a little while, and then he'll go head toward east, sometimes Texas, sometimes Illinois. It's always those places. He never goes any other place. Never really creates any new content that he used to. It's funny that he spent $10,000 on a rooftop solar panel system, then he parks it under a big shade tree and it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. He said that he was going to live in the. He's going to find a place and park the bus and live in it. But that is not at all what his true intention was just to build the perfect RV, the one he kept on saying that a bus only a schoolie could be for him, and that's what it was supposed to be. But once he realized that engine can't handle all the weight that he's put in there, it's eventually, I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows that the life of the bus has been drastically shortened. Why do you pretend to be an old lady? Genuinely curious. Oh, it was funny. The premise is funny. That one of his, like, this is like 2 or 3 years ago. The purpose was to the whole idea. But look, his core audience is old ladies, so it would make sense that his number one fan is an old lady. Look at the money he drops at Disney World between souvenirs and the food. Yeah, like I said, like the bus is not it's not going to last, and he knows it. That was a dumb investment. That was a waste of $14,000. Was it $14,000? I think it was. Now he's hawking supplemental gummies. It's just you know just to do it, just for the extra money. He probably doesn't eat those things. It's so stupid that he wasted that space for the video game. Yeah, that I when if you're living in a bus, you really don't have the space for an arcade cabinet. Do we have a net worth estimate on Mr. Jacobs? No, if I did the homework, I would say he's worth at least $500,000. That's the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he might have $500,000. As a student of law, what crime exactly did he commit to land in Washington State prison? I think it's domestic violence, and he robbed a place. Those two things. 90 to 80K on chicken nuggets. That's that. I guess that might be a good benefit from eating like a child. You save all that money. Their decoration gummies.
I'm not gonna eat decoration gummies. Ew, gross.
Does Eric smoke weed? Yes, he does. He actually had a video where he dedicated to that. Went to a place in one of them Western states. I actually want to, but as long as he's creating content that's something that I can make fun of, then it kind of puts the CR Bogle jingle video. It pushes it back some more. What is Eric's IQ? Ugh, I'm gonna say it's 99. He's not quite a moron, but not quite an intelligent, an average of average intelligence, which I would say is 100. I'm going to just say 99. I think colon cancer and Eric are on a collision course. Well, yeah, perhaps. He drinks alcohol and he eats junk food. How tall is he really? He's 5'4". Yeah, he might actually have shrunk a little bit, but his the description on his the record, his arrest record states he's 5'4", but that was like more than 13 years ago, and you shrink a little bit when you get older. So he might be now about 5'3". He eats the worst food, and Diana tries to get him to try new stuff. It's too late for him. He's not going to change. He's not. Leopard can't change their spots. Cancer feeds on sugar, so you might be right about colon cancer. It's just a matter of time. I don't know what to say. I can't imagine what the bus and Bigfoot smell like. Ugh, those cats. 'Cause I know someone that has too many cats, and I can tell you that what they say about toxoplasmosis, like tricking your brain into thinking it smells good, that's got to be what it is, because these people, they have no sense that the other people, they come into their homes and they have all these cats, and the stench is just, I mean, it almost knocks you out. But I'm pretty sure Eric and Blossom, both of them, they don't know that that's how bad it is. I heard he's a mild thunderstorm survivor. He is. He's got the patches to prove it.
You don't understand. A mild breeze almost carried me away.
Well, it's almost been an hour. I think I'm gonna cut the live stream short today. Um, I don't know when I'm gonna do another one of these. Maybe I'll do one in a couple days. Who knows? Right now, I'm trying to establish a regular schedule, just like Blind Views does. You guys have any ideas? Let me know. That being said, I'm gonna call it night. So, toodles, guys. I'll see you. See you in the next one. Bye bye.